Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect. That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
Well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is. And the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. Young man, you're going to figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're going to figure that out real soon. I said you can go.
All right, guys. Today we've got Judge Simpson going head-to-head with one of the most stubborn sovereign citizens you've seen in a while. This guy is pulling every trick from the sovereign citizen playbook, every line, every excuse, and spoiler alert, it does not go well for him. He's clearly grasping at straws trying to wiggle out of trouble, but Judge Simpson isn't buying a single word of it. Things get very heated fast. As you're watching, let me know what you think. Is this guy really not all there mentally, or is he just putting on an act? Let's jump into it and see how this whole mess with Judge Simpson and the sovereign citizen kicked off.
I am Tariq Maratari the executor of the Tariq Maratari Living Trust and the registered owner of the Tariq Maratari Ex Relatione Kindaman Wilson Estate.
Right. So you are appearing here without an attorney. I do have to advise you that you are charged with the offense of fleeing and eluding in the third degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and or a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Additionally, the Secretary of State could suspend your driving privileges for up to a year. Do you understand that, sir?
I comprehend.
Do you understand?
I comprehend, yes.
The court has to further advise you that if you wish to be represented by counsel, the court will ensure that counsel would be appointed to represent you in this matter, and that you would have counsel if you could not afford to hire counsel yourself. I also wish to advise you that the court would be treating you the same as it would the people in this case. There are certain dangers to representing yourself in this matter, in that you will be required to abide by the Michigan court rules, the Michigan rules of evidence, and all of the cases and statutory requirements. You understand that?
I do not.
You do not. What is it about that you do not understand?
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
Sir, I'm not asking anything about your religion. It is irrelevant to me. I am indicating that in this proceeding, you will be required to abide by the rules of this court. Do you understand that?
I'm having a hard time understanding why or how religion doesn't play a role. How religion does not play a role.
Religion does not play a role in what I do or what this court does. There are certain rules of this court established by the legislature and the Michigan Supreme Court regarding how these particular proceedings will be conducted. These proceedings will be conducted in accord with those rules. Do you understand that, sir?
Well, according to the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as the international or the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the state and the governments should.
Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect.
This right here is exactly why I love Judge Simpson. He's a no-nonsense judge who doesn't put up with any of these sovereign citizen shenanigans, and honestly, we need way more of that. I swear, half the judges I cover on this channel are way too soft on these people. But not Judge Simpson. He shuts it down. Quick, these sovereign citizens really think they can talk their way out of anything. You can literally see this guy fumbling through some script in his head, trying to sound like he knows what he's doing, but he's clearly just grasping at straws hoping the case will magically disappear. It's actually kind of insane how far they'll go to avoid accountability. Like, do they even know laws exist? Honestly, I partly blame the school system because they don't teach basic civics, but still, come on. The legal system runs on facts, not on random Facebook memes about sovereign immunity and freedom from authority. And while I get that most of these guys are more ridiculous than dangerous, part of me wonders, should we actually start taking this movement more seriously? Or just let them keep entertaining us with their courtroom meltdowns? Right now it's basically a circus act. But what do you guys think?
Oh, I am an indigenous person.
No.
So I do have
Sir, what you're about to state is incorrect.
well,
If you were on indigenous lands, if that's where you're going, then maybe you might be right. As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. We are not on indigenous lands subject to indigenous or tribal rules.
Is
You
there a
are
law?
subject to the rules of the Michigan Supreme Court as they are promulgated, both in terms of procedure and evidence. Do you understand that that's what's happening, sir?
I do not.
What is it that you do not understand?
I don't understand.
Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you are unable to establish or understand what I'm saying, and go through this with you again, I have to assume that there may be some reason why you don't understand. This court will take precautions to protect your rights, and I will be sending you for a competency evaluation to make sure that you are competent to stand trial and to stand in these proceedings.
Well, I would agree to a competency if the prosecution as well as the court and the officers agree to take a competency.
That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
I'm not making.
Defendant is ordered for a forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for July 25th, 2024. At what time? At 9 a.m. Now, sir, I'm going to ask you this
Yes, sir.
because it's going to depend on where you may be staying for a period of time. If they send you information as to when you have your forensic interview,
Yes, sir.
are you going to cooperate and attend that interview?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
Pardon?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
No. Not how it works.
I can literally feel Judge Simpson about to explode. I've seen him lose his cool before, and trust me, this guy is one sarcastic comment away from getting hit with a contempt charge. You can see it in the judge's eyes, he's trying to keep it together, but this sovereign citizen is seriously testing his patience. I mean, is this dude okay? It sounds like he had a side of paint chips for lunch because I'm actually losing brain cells just listening to him ramble. He's so far out of his depth it's painful to watch, and you can tell Judge Simpson is just waiting for the perfect moment to drop the hammer. Honestly, this guy better watch his mouth before he finds himself in a jail cell faster than he can say I don't consent. Let's dive back in and see if he keeps pushing his luck.
I'm asking you, are you voluntarily going to cooperate?
I say yes.
Pardon?
I mean, under it, yeah. I mean, is this what are, excuse me, what are you relaying to in regard? What are you insinuating in regards to where I will stay for a time?
I'm going to make sure that we are going to have our forensic interview done. I've ordered a forensic interview. I am asking you whether or not, when given notice of that interview, whether or not you are going to voluntarily cooperate in that interview.
I will take the interview.
Excuse me?
I will take the interview.
Anything from the people?
With the court, ask the people to prepare the order for the competency.
Yes, please prepare the order for that. Is that your address, sir?
Excuse me? That's correct.
All right. All right, very good.
And so I will send a copy to that address.
Very good. All right. This time then bond is continued.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, can I get that date again, please, sir? If I can put it in my calendar.
July 25th, you were supposed to, so I'm assuming you're waiving it. You were supposed to file your motion with.
I
the
did,
court.
I filed it.
When did you file it?
I brought it in today.
Do we have it?
I gave it, I mean, it was stamped and everything. I gave it to the reception.
Why didn't you file it before today?
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what you
additional week.
stated at the last hearing.
Well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day. Young man, you're gonna
That's it.
figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you know, do not say anything because you're gonna figure that out real soon. Do they have it?
I have not received a response yet.
Since I'm sending in for a competency, I can't hear that. I can't hear his motion in any event. So I won't hear his motion at this time. He'll have to refile it timely if he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond continue. He can go. What?
I didn't get the last part that you said. The bond continued and what?
I said you can go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I actually posted the second half of this video a while back, so if you want to see how this whole mess wraps up, definitely go check that out. But seriously, if Judge Simpson gave me that death stare after asking the kind of nonsense this guy just did, I'd be rethinking my entire life, let alone my courtroom strategy. Like, I'd probably show up to the next hearing wearing a suit and carrying nothing but apologies. These sovereign citizens, though, they've got an ego problem. I honestly believe some of them know they are full of it, but they just can't admit they are wrong. Sure, there are a few out there who genuinely believe this nonsense, like, they really think they are exempt from the law, but guys like the one we just watched? It's pride. Pure, stubborn pride. Even when it's crystal clear they are wrong, they double down instead of backing off. It's honestly wild how far they'll go just to avoid accountability. And speaking of accountability, shout out to Judge Simpson. This man is doing exactly what a judge is supposed to do, holding people accountable and keeping the courtroom in check. Honestly, I wish more judges handled things like him. Way too many are way too soft on sovereign citizens. We need more Simpsons, judges who aren't afraid to drop the hammer when it's needed. Imagine how much smoother things would run if we just had a designated island or holding cell for these courtroom clowns, somewhere they couldn't clog up the system with their made-up laws and fantasy logic. The world would be a much better place. But hey, what did you guys think of this hearing? Personally, I found it hilarious. Nothing new really, just the same old sovereign citizen routine pretending like religion exempts them from traffic court. But even if we've seen it before, it never stops being ridiculous. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day and really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.